So let's take a look at type 0, type 1, and type 2 of the standard MIDI files. Type 0 is not uncommon, and it's characterized by having just one track, believe it or not, for all of the MIDI information that you create in a composition. So it contains all the tempo stuff, it contains all the note ons and note offs, all the MIDI channel voice messages. That's all contained within one track. In contrast to type 0, standard MIDI file type 1 actually contains separate tracks. The very first track that you see right here, in fact it's track 0, it contains all the tempo information and the time signature information, sort of like the meta level stuff that applies to all of the other tracks that contain note information, control change information, so on and so forth. And so track 0 is that tempo track, and then you have tracks 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth to reflect the composition work that you were doing in your DAW. And perhaps type 1 is the most common way to store standard MIDI files. Now there is something called type 2, and it's pretty uncommon. Actually designed to store different drum patterns. And so each track actually contains its own separate tempo information, meter information, and it contains also all the other MIDI information like MIDI channel voice messages. So basically track 0 would be like one drum beat. Track 1 would be another drum beat. Track 2 would be another drum beat. It's a way to actually store a collection of essentially drum beats.